happening in the backyard today. We got dogs, we got strangers, we got Chris Hocking. Sorry, I was going up the hill. Hocking, sorry. His name's Chris Hocking. I call him the devil. The Whiskey Fireside Chat number 20. First of all, the whiskey. Can you pronounce that?
Garrioch, something like that. Sounds good.
I don't think he's Scottish. So this is a really expensive single malt. A little bit of that, but not for you. Don't know you yet. Got to talk to you first before you get the good stuff. So I'm going to give him some of this really crappy whiskey. I'm going to explain who Chris is. If you don't know who Chris is, I better start that again. Wait a minute. Oh, cheers, by the way.
Cheers.
All right. Well, that's good. You want to try that?
Kind of.
Too bad for you. So Chris is the guy that's found my paddle 3 years or 4 years in a row?
3 years now.
3 years, and he's working on the 4th. So I'm going to give you my stint on it, how I think what happened. Okay. I thought you lived in Sudbury. You lived in Elliott Lake though?
Elliott Lake.
Which is even further away.
Yeah.
First paddle I hid in Algonquin Park. He paddled across Obiango, went across a portage, grabbed the paddle across Obiango, went back to his place and had supper that night.
Yep.
Okay. The second paddle, I said, no way is this guy Chris getting my paddle. So, and if he does, he's going to have to sleep in the woods, because that's what it's all about. Getting out there, sleeping in the woods. Who knew? Put it up in Great Mountain Lake in Clardy. What's like a 4-kilometer portage up a hill?
Yeah.
On the very top of the park.
At least, yeah.
Gets it in a day, goes home for supper. I go, okay, he's not going to find the third one. I'm going to hide it near my home down the Kawarthas. If he lives north, he'll never come down here. You were just here with your brother, no, your sister and your brother-in-law.
Yeah.
And he finds my paddle. Okay, so here's the thing. During that whole process, did you ever sleep in the woods?
Not specifically while finding a paddle.
Are you going to try and find the paddle this year?
Probably.
Okay, because I got you a gift. It's really important that I give you a sleeping bag. You need a backpack for that sleeping bag. There's a light for inside your tent.
Oh.
Where you're going to sleep.
Oh, I have to sleep in a tent?
We were put some wood in the fire here. What's your whole purpose behind this? So why'd you start trying to find these paddles? Because you're obsessed, man.
It's fun. It's a challenge. Figuring out all the clues to go out and find them, and it does get you out there. All the trips that I've done for trying to find a paddle are places that I wouldn't have otherwise gone. Yeah,
because you went, even at the Source Lake paddle, you went there and then you went, no, even the Kawarthas, you went to Kawarthas, what, 4 times looking for the paddle?
I went to Kawarthas 3 times last year.
All day trips.
It's sometimes hard to camp out at night too, coming from up north, because it's a day, 6-8 hour drive each way, and I've got a weekend, so it's only 2 days to work with. Because
you do have a full-time job, right?
Yeah.
So you need a carrot in front of you.
Sometimes that works a little bit better.
Yeah.
I do it otherwise, but I wouldn't go elsewhere. I'd stick around home probably more if I...
Well, do you camp at all?
Oh yeah.
Really? Because you don't know how to light a fire.
We'll work on that.
Gee, Chris came all the way down to visit me and have a fireside chat, and he brought this. So
I got Fireball.
Yeah, we better switch that up. I'm ashamed. I'm shocked that I even did that. I'm usually. Oh, you want to mix that?
No.
You better down that.
You throw it in?
Well, that would only get your fire going, but nothing else is going to get your fire going, I'm telling you. Just joking. Well, he's staying the night. you were in Toronto, remember that? The Toronto presentation?
Yeah.
And I'm talking about him. I'm talking about the Lucifer, the guy that gets my pallet, doesn't sleep in the woods. And all of a sudden you stand up, you're like, he's here? And I said, give me my pallet back, you don't deserve it. And the guy beside you said he had been looking for 8 days. He'd camped in Killarney for 8 days looking for that pallet. He's about to fisticuff you. He was. Well, I think the thing is, I think you do really well because you get the clues, right? Is that the trick?
Yeah.
Because the clues are pretty tough.
Yeah, I haven't looked too much when I don't have a pretty good idea of where there's one at.
What was the easiest?
Probably the Obiango one first year.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's a big lake to paddle though, wasn't it?
I was in the kayak that year.
Oh, wait a minute.
I didn't have a
canoe. Oh, I didn't know that.
It's in the pictures.
You were in a kayak looking for a canoe paddle for a paddle in the park contest.
Got me there.
Oh my God! Give me that back. Do you know what I call kayakers?
No, I don't.
Canoeists that didn't get along with their canoe partner. Do you actually paddle with other people?
Not often.
No?
I solo in the canoe most of the time.
That's very interesting. This year, there's a whole bunch of, not changes, but some alterations wherever the clues are going to be more difficult. Are you ready for that?
I am.
Okay. We're still having the program where you get points, and they did that because of you.
Yeah.
So the idea out there is that if you don't find the paddle, but you take pictures of the slogan for Paddle in the Park, or even where you're, there's t-shirts this year, isn't there? I think there's t-shirts. Mike, is there t-shirts?
There are t-shirts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mike's camera shy, but his wife and him are organizing. He's from Badger Paddle. Put your head into the camera just to say that you exist. Yeah. Actually, Fiona told me to make sure he doesn't get on camera. Yeah, she's, you know.
Did I get my head in there?
Yeah, you did. You're good.
Okay.
Who's looking for the paddle?
Seems like a good mix of young people and families. I think it gets a lot of families out there.
So it is working?
I think so.
Yeah. Now, would you go out still if it wasn't for this contest? Or do you need a contest to get you out?
No, I'd still be out there.
Now, I asked you earlier, where are these paddles? Where are they? Is there a showroom?
Right now, they're in my basement. I haven't got them hanging up yet.
So you spent all this time of your whole life doing this, and now they're just lying on the floor somewhere rotting.
Yeah.
Mike,
rotting.
you made the paddles. How do you feel about that? No comment.
I don't know what to say.
He's got a tear in his eye. Well, it was good meeting you. I just joking around. I got some Irish and Scottish in me, just joking around. I think it's great that you do that. I couldn't. Well, what am I saying? I hit the paddles, but I'm glad you get more people out there. I'm glad this whole program is, because it is really working.
Yeah, it's gotten a lot of people out that wouldn't have otherwise been out.
Well, I'm hiding another paddle this year, and I gotta tell you, man.
Where are you putting it?
Go. I'm not. Even if I drink the whole bottle, I'm not going to tell you.
It's worth a try.
It's not going to be easy.
I'll be there.
Yep. All right, so Chris is going out for the paddle, and I got to tell you, if you find the paddle before Chris, I think I'll give you an extra prize. Cheers.
Cheers.
Well, the fire's going real good. I'm glad you lit that. So. Thanks a lot. That's Whisky Fireside Chat. I've only had one drink.
Since I've been here.
I know, but I got to tell you guys, it's only 10 o'clock in the morning. Woohoo! This is Whisky Fireside Chat number 20 at 10 in the morning on the lake of Bridge North with a fire that doesn't work and a person that's passionate about paddling and sometimes kayaking. Cheers. Well, I hope I turned the recorder on.